my exes live in Texas. I had to make sure I still got you guys a little Music Friday. We got some George Strait today. Love to be, but all my exes live in Texas. And that's why. All right, that's enough for now. Good morning. I hope that we've almost made it through 1 week. This is very exciting of this remote or distance learning. So good job. Keep up the good work. Next week we'll keep trucking along. So on this day in history, March Madness crowns its first NCAA championship. So right now I'm in a period of mourning since we don't get to have March Madness this year. I've contemplated buying one of the March Sadness shirts because I think they're funny, and I truly am sad about not. It's one of my favorite months of the year usually. Anyway, so 1939, the University of Oregon defeats the Ohio State University, 46-33, and the madness begins. Now, this is what stemmed from what we know, and maybe you don't love yet, but I love the March Madness tournament that would have started on Monday or last Tuesday. I don't remember. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Friday. Yeah, last Tuesday. So yeah, University of Oregon and the Ohio State, old enough to have been played in the first national championship. So the first 12 years of the NCAA tournament, only 8 teams were invited to participate, and now they are 68 teams that participate. 64 in the actual bracket. 4 teams get to play into the tournament. And then UCLA has won the most national championships. John Wooden, if you haven't heard of him, you're missing out, even if you don't like sports, because a lot of what he talked about with sports is just life skills and life, like the way you can pursue life, but using sports as a way to teach it. So they have 11 championships, 10 in 12 years under John Wooden, which is quite impressive. And then Kentucky is in second with 8 titles, and then North Carolina is next with 6, followed by Indiana and Duke with 5 each. So again, those are some really big schools. If you like basketball, I mean, you can name people that went to Kentucky, North Carolina, IU, and Duke. I mean, my homie Jason Tatum went to Duke. Kyrie went to Duke. Indiana, the legend Larry Legend went to Indiana. North Carolina, that's where Michael Jordan played. And then Kentucky, I believe De'Aaron Fox played at Kentucky, if I'm remembering correctly, but I would have to fact check myself on that. The women's tournament began in 1982 with 32 teams. The women's tournament, also a very big deal. It's played a little bit. It's a little bit different because they play obviously in different parts of the country. UConn has the most national championships. If you've never heard of UConn, then you need to watch some basketball, please. 1994 was the first year of 64 teams in the women's game. The women's game was a little bit slower to progress. We can thank Pat Summitt and Gino Auriemma for that, for making things kind of move forward. So UConn has won 11 championships under Gino Auriemma. He's still the coach at UConn. And then Tennessee has won 8 under Pat Summitt, and Pat Summitt is probably one of my all-time favorite coaches. She's incredible, and she's someone that I really look up to as a coach. She has passed away, but I would have loved to have actually gotten to see her coach. Both on phenomenal women's coaches. I'll stop talking about basketball now because I could do that for a long time, and I haven't got to talk basketball in a while. So today, the plan for individuals and societies, it's a pretty light day. You'll watch this video, and then you'll have a 25-minute video, one of the Arizona Smith Discovery Channel videos, and I'll attach that to this. And then just try to keep track of a couple things while you're watching the video. You'll have to answer the question that says, list 3 facts you found interesting in the video. And that's all for individuals and societies today. This is not worth 100 points, sorry. But just make sure you try to get that done. Remember, we don't want to drag things out over the weekend. We'd like to have a break over the weekend. And we're going to have some things to do in literature and language if you have me for literature and language. So just be prepared for that. If I don't talk to you, have a great weekend, and I will touch base with you guys again on Monday. Oh, expect an email today about when we're doing our Zoom meets next week. I believe they're going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm not sure what day I'm doing literature and language and what day I'm doing individuals and societies yet. So we will touch base again before that. If you're not in my literature and language class, I will not see you later. So enjoy your Friday and have a great weekend.